To YouTube, what's good with your YouTube? What's good? I know, I know, I know. I promise you, I know. Ooh, I know. I'm running behind schedule. What time was it? 10:04. Man, now it's 10:12. I sat down here at 10:04, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't blame nobody on this one. I can't blame nobody on this one, y'all. I cannot. This is 100% on me. Did you hear me? I say sometimes in this thing called life, you ain't gonna have the ability to blame anyone else. This is what I'm telling you. Sometimes in this thing called life, you're gonna even have to accept and be accountable. 100% accountability. And guess what? This morning I'm gonna need that from y'all. I know all y'all are my accountability partners, in the earth, right? And at the same time, I promise y'all, I got it. My eyes flew open this morning at 8:39. That's when I woke up at 8:39. And at the same time, I looked at my time. I said, I got a few minutes. It was 8:39. When I said, I got a few minutes, why did I think I had a few more minutes? I said, I'm gonna just like lay here for a second and get my mind right? It was 8:39 this morning when I woke up, and I had enough time. I thought I had enough time. I'm like, got 21 minutes before the hour. That'll give me time to get up and get my mind right and be on probably right after 9:10, something like that, 9:11. And guess what happened, y'all? You tell me what transpired. You tell me. Y'all ready? I can't play right now. I'm already running behind schedule. And this is 100% my fault. Let me cut this light on. Boom. Boom. Oh, wait, y'all here? We all here? We here? We good? Okay. All right, we good? All right, we good. All right. And so what happened was my eyes flew open this morning. It was 8:39, right? And so at the same time, I said, I got a few minutes. That's what I said to myself. I got a few minutes. And guess what I did, y'all? Y'all tell me what I did. Just because I thought I had a few minutes. So, right now, I owe y'all a big apology. I said, right now, I owe y'all a big apology, right? I really do. And I laid there for a second, right? And I really thought I had a few minutes. And so this morning, I have to come and I have to apologize to y'all because I keep telling y'all my assignment is Monday through Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour. So it could be 9:01 that I log on or 9:59. I'm still within my allotted time by which the universe has said, open the laptop and speak into the mind of the people, right? And so I woke up again. I had already woke up at 8:39. I don't know what made me just think like I had time. I think I'm not the only one that do this in the earth. I'm finna check that. I gotta check that, y'all, because I sat down here at 10:04. All because I thought I had time. And I know y'all are my accountability partners, right? Y'all hold me accountable to the time by which y'all know has been allotted to me in this thing, right? And so I owe y'all a big apology, because I promise you now, here I am moving slower, walking fast, but moving slower, trying to get here so I don't be too late. But it was still 10:04 before I hit the go live button. And I can't play like this shit, because now I'm outside my brain. I'm outside my era. I'm outside my time, my allotted time. And so I hope y'all understand that I truly want y'all to give me one, take one for the team this morning. You feel me? Just take one for the team. Just take one for the team. That pineapple juice tastes so good right now, y'all. It feel good going down. I need that bromelain this morning. But how y'all feel this morning? Come on in. I know I'm late. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know, listen. At this moment, I'm time conscious, right? I really am. And the universe has called me and chose me to be time aware, to be aware of the times and what time it is. And don't be walking around here so frivolous with your time. Be cognitively aware about your time. And so at the same time, y'all know I came on in here this morning, and I'm here, and I'm on assignment, and I have, asked for your apology. Because I promise you, I woke up at 8:39. I thought I had some time. I just laid there for a second. I got this word. Because at 8:39 this morning, when I woke up, right, the first thing I did was started counting backwards from 100 down to 1. I don't even think I made it to the 1. I started counting from 100, 99, 98, 97, 96, 95, 94, 93, 92, 91, 90, 89, 88, 87, 86, 85, 84, 83, 82, 81, 80, 79. You feel me? And so I don't even know if I even got to the 1 before I fell back to sleep. It said 8:39 this morning, but I promise you, I started counting backwards. And as I started counting backwards, I was in my other subconscious mind. I'm counting on one mind, but I'm thinking on the other. Can y'all do that? Or am I the only one in this world do this type stuff? I don't know, y'all. But I can be counting on one mind and then thinking on the other mind and saying, what would you have me to say to the mind of the people? That's what was happening to me this morning when I woke up. So I just kind of was counting on that one mind backwards from 100 down to 1. I don't even think I made it. But at the same time, on my other mind, I was saying, what would you have me to say? One thing I would never want to do, y'all, is sit here and say anything that was not, conducive to where I believe that the universe or the creator of all things, infinite wisdom, the Messiah, whatever you want to call him or her or it. You know what I'm saying? The essence of the superior being, of who the superior being is in the earth. I'm talking about the real person that actually stood out into nothing and spoke, right? I'm talking about that person. Whatever the name is that you call him, ma'am. Whatever the name is that you call him or her, sir. I'm just here to tell you that that's who I was tapped into this morning at 8:39. And so I went ahead on and just said, okay. And so this word right here dropped so heavy in my spirit. This word. dropped so heavy in my spirit. And at the same time, when I was thinking this thought, I felt like I was dozing back off. You know what I'm saying? When I thought this thought right here, I felt like I was going back into a deep slumber sleep. And so at the same time, yeah, I just thought I was going back into a deep slumber sleep. I don't like this. I don't like this. It keep see that? That'll throw me off. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I can't do this one. Hold on. Y'all just hold on 1 second, right? That little glitch throwing my spirit off already. I don't like the way that little glitch. Hold on. Y'all know I gotta do it the right way, right? Y'all know I gotta do it according to my spirit, right? Y'all know I can't flow according to the natural right now. So y'all gotta bear with me just 1 second till I get this music right. I don't know why it started doing that. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if this one's gonna work right here. Okay, this is the I. What does it say? Open all doors. Okay. This one should be able to rock. This one should be able to rock with me right here. So I don't like that little glitch. Soon that glitch, I felt it in my spirit. So y'all know that it's a sound in the earth, right? There's a sound, right, in the earth. And at the same time, you know what I'm saying, we have to be cognitively aware of the sounds. Remember I told y'all that night that they came to come, you know what I'm saying, kill me on the air. It was a sound when that van door slid back, right? It's just like, brrr. It was a sound that I heard that made me move. I didn't even turn around to see what it was. I just started moving from that sound. And that sound saved my life. And so here I am this morning talking about another sound. That little glitch was about to glitch me out. And so, but anyway, so I tell y'all this, you know what I'm saying? I see I lost my train of thought, but it was 8:39 this morning when I went and I had one mind counting backwards. Can y'all do this? Or am I the only one do this? That I think with multiple minds. Am I the only one do this? I don't want to be sitting out here sounding crazy when at the same time y'all don't have the ability to do it. When I know I ain't crazy, I'm just have the ability to control parts of my thoughts and my mind, and I'm able to vibe like that, right? So I was counting backwards this morning at 8:39 this morning. I was counting backwards in my mind, starting from 100 all the way down. I don't think I ever made it. But at the same time, with that other mind, I was thinking like, Lord, what would you have me to say to the mind of the people in order for me to, deliver? Because I know y'all don't come here every morning, Monday through Thursday at the 9 o'clock hour just to hear some shucking and jiving, because y'all can find another channel. You listen, y'all can find another channel for that. Y'all don't need me to be, scrolling through here shucking and jiving. What y'all gonna need from me is real, authentically sincere, organic stuff, right? And so I got it. You ain't gotta worry about that one, my brother. Whether or not he gonna say something that's deep and profound enough for you to, get a golden nugget out of it. You feel me? And so go ahead and get these golden nuggets that I'm dropping in the fertile soil of your minds. You might as well eat. He's prepared a table for us. And I know that he said he'll prepare a table for you in the presence of your enemies. And so your enemies got to be present when your blessing and your table is being prepared. And so you all going to be all right as we go through this thing called life and walk through life's curriculum. There's a curriculum of life, ma'ams and sirs and nephews and nieces in the earth and uncles and aunties. There's a curriculum that every one of us got to walk through and walk in, walk with, walk on. So you might as well just get your curriculum together and you walk your life out. The best way you possibly can with the fingerprint by which has been given to you and allotted to you in this season. But anyway, and so I'm just here this morning, Ryan. I got up at 8:39. I was counting backwards in one mind. And at the same time, my other mind was thinking, what would I say to the mind of the people? And so he asked me to ask you a question first. And so the question that I have to ask you, sir, ma'am, the question that I have to ask you, there's a question that I have to ask you. And he said, where's your thinking cap? Ooh, that's it. He said, ask the mind of the people, where's your thinking cap? And so I'm here this morning. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist. I'm here for no other reason than to provoke thought and cause your mindset shift to happen according to the dynamics by which he desired, or she desired, or it desired for me to ask you this question, ma'am. I ain't here standing on my own. I'm not here on my own. I'm here on assignment. And I'm here to ask you a question. Where's your thinking cap? That was the question that was dropped heavy in my spirit this morning. As I was counting backwards, in one of my minds was counting backwards from 100 down, and I was asking a question in my other mind, saying, what would you have me to say to the mind of the people? He said, ask them, where is your thinking cap? And I'm like, thinking cap? I'm about to tell my age in here, because I ain't heard that word in a long time. Thinking cap, where is it? And so when he said, ask them where is their thinking caps, I'm like, wait a minute. So that means at one time in your life, your thinking cap was present or was on, or you were thinking through the thinking cap, right? But he asked me to ask the question, where is it? And so I'm here this morning asking the world. This is just not this one little podcast that I'm asking right now. I'm asking every individual under the sound of my voice, where's yours? Where's your thinking cap? I didn't even know that there's a such thing, but at the same time, as I was counting backwards in one of my minds, I was counting backwards. The other mind was asking a question. What would you have me to say into the mind of the people? And this dropped in my spirit. Where's your thinking cap? So I'm here this morning, right? Ooh, I'm here. I'm here to ask you a question. Where's your thinking cap, sir? You once thought through this thinking cap. And so what is a thinking cap, right? And so at the same time, he said, where's your thinking cap? And I think that this question, when I felt it in my spirit, this question was almost, he wanted an answer, but it was almost like rhetorical too. You know, rhetorical. It was a rhetorical question. Didn't really need no answering. But at the same time, I'm here to ask you, where's your thinking cap? And I'm here to ask you, go find it. I'm here to tell you, go find your thinking cap, sir. Because apparently somehow or another along this road and along this journey and along this odyssey and along this this walk that we have done in life. I've been on this earth for 56 years, right? And so at the same time, you know that it had the ability to somehow or another get lost in all of the mess. your thinking cap. I say somehow or another. I don't know how it happened. I don't know what transpired in your life that caused your thinking cap to be cocked to the side or either lost in the mess, in the sauce. You got lost in the sauce of it all. So I don't know what it is that caused you not to have your thinking cap on. I have no clue. But at the same time, right this morning, I'm asking a question. Where is your thinking cap? And if there's such a thing, go find it. Go find your thinking cap, sir. Hey, ma'am, go find your thinking cap. Go find it. And so I'm here this morning, right? On my assignment, doing my thing as the world turned, I guess. I said, I'm here this morning, just doing my assignment as the world turned, my brother. Listen, I don't want no problem. Hey, look, I don't want no problem, man. I surrender, man. I don't want no problems from nobody, man. I don't need no problem. And so at the same time, look at this right here. It says, right here, a thinking cap. I didn't even know this thing existed, y'all. Check this out. It's actually not a real thing. It's actually a metaphor, but at the same time, it says it's a state or a mood in which one thinks. Usually used in the phrase, put on one's thinking cap or put your thinking cap on, right? So it says examples of thinking cap in a sentence. Okay, so a thinking cap, put on their space age thinking cap, right? So a thinking cap is to create unique science fiction scenarios. Please put back on your thinking cap to recall some of the earlier remarks that were made. So somehow or another, we have lost our thinking cap. That's how it's feeling in my spirit right now as I sit here and talk to y'all. I say somehow or another, right? We don't know how. It could have been in the midst of several fights. It almost make me feel like, you ever seen them women that walk around through the mall periodically? You'll see them out there in public periodically with these. They'll be in Walmart with these big, but with my son, my oldest son, Kendrick, used to call a biscuit, right? He like, what you doing that biscuit on your head, right? He called it a biscuit, right? And so every time he called a biscuit, it's funny to me that he said he called those little caps that the women walk around. They just got their hair done. They don't want to get it messed up before the night, and so they'll leave that little bit. Or maybe under there is looking real rough. I don't know why they have that biscuit. We can't see why they got that biscuit on, right? But for whatever reason, right? They got the biscuit on, right? They got that biscuit on. All this stuff trying to throw me off this morning, but it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. Not this morning. Not this morning. It ain't gonna work this morning. It's just trying to throw a little monkey wrench. I don't know why it's doing it, but at the same time, we gonna get together, y'all. Y'all know I'm on assignment, and y'all know I don't care nothing about all this extra stuff right here, right? This stuff right here is just, just my background music to kind of like get my juices flowing, if you will, if I got some to flow. But at the same time, it's going to throw me off if I keep doing that. But look, and so my son would say, Daddy, look, let me walk around here with that biscuit on her head, right? He called it a biscuit. And so this morning when I was thinking about the thinking cap, that's what I kind of visioned in my head, that somehow or another, in the midst of life, right, in the midst of us moving through this thing called life, that we all have this cap on our head that was once there. Somehow or another, in the midst of all the transactions and in the midst of all of the ups and the downs and the trials and the tribs, and in the midst of all these things, You know, the thinking cap was lost in the midst of it all. I said the thinking cap was lost in the sauce. The thinking cap. I said the thinking cap was lost in the sauce. So I'm here this morning to ask every individual under the sound of my voice, where is your thinking cap? Why do you feel compelled not to want to think for yourself and then open your eyes and see all of the things that's around here for us to see with your own eyes? What make you feel as though you got to look through the lens of everybody else's viewpoint in order to get a perspective? When you have your own thoughts and your own wherewithal and your own power and your own vigor and vitality, why don't you think with your own thoughts? Why? What is it about what's going on in the times right now that will make you feel inferior, that you wouldn't want to think the thought that you need to think out your own mind? Ooh-wee. And so I'm here this morning asking you a question. Where is your thinking cap? If you don't know where it is, my suggestion to you is go find it. Go find your thinking cap, my brother. Hey, ma'am, go find your thinking cap. Go find it. If you lost it along the way, go find it. Go retract your steps throughout this thing called life. I don't care if you got to go all the way back to an infant, but you got to go backwards in order to come forward, in order to find your thinking cap. Ooh-wee. And so I'm here this morning. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist. And I'm on assignment. And I'm here as your health-conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. I'm also here as your podcast professor. My lab jacket ain't too far behind me. You see that lab jacket behind me right here? Y'all see that lab jacket? It's still here. I'm your professor, no matter what kind of clothes I got on. I put this hoodie on this morning because that's how I felt. And I got permission to do it. And he said, yes, it's okay to put the hoodie on. So I'll cover my head right now, cover my thoughts, cover my mind, and cover my memory. And that's what you're gonna have to do, ma'am. You're gonna have to go back into the thoughts, into the memory of your own mind. Go find your thinking cap. It's there on the ground somewhere. I can see it. But I know it's not on your head. Because all you got to do is sit back and just listen to the mind of the people when they speak, and you'll know if they're talking through their thinking cap or they just talking frivolously out the side of their neck. Ooh-wee. And so I'm here. I'm on assignment. I'm your thought provoker. And so I came here this morning as I was counting backwards in one mind. And I was asking a question in the other. This dropped heavy in my spirit to tell the mind of the people, go find the thinking cap that you once had when you had the ability to think for yourself. Somebody has been robbed of their own thoughts. We know a old raggedy uncle probably touched you inappropriately, ma'am. Or old raggedy niece or a raggedy auntie made you do some things that you shouldn't have been done to you as a young man, sir. All I can say is I'm sorry that you had to endure it. I'm sorry that you had to endure it. We all have some enduring power and pains that we had to go through in this thing called life's curriculum. It ain't fair. I just spoke to a young lady yesterday, a day before yesterday. She said she worked with students with chronic illnesses that can't even get out the bed to come to a school. She have to send teachers out to the homes or send teachers out through I don't know if I think they do it in the home, and they go and teach in the homes with students that already have, these are 8 and 9 year olds, 5 year olds that already have death sentences stamped on their membrane because they have leukemia or cancer. And she works with children that actually that she works with the parents, and she's the liaison between the school and the parents in order for their child to get some education while they're lying there on their deathbeds. Supposedly, these children have chronic illnesses that most likely will not even make it to the 12th grade. And I said, that got to be hard. She said, it is. She said, that's extremely hard because you know that some of these children might not even make it throughout the year, but we still got to teach them, and we still have to make sure that through that county by which she lives in, are accounted for. And so I sit here. Sometimes when I'm speaking to these people, it don't even hit me until I sit here. I just remember the conversations, but I don't even think about the conversation again. And somehow or another, it's brought up in my mind while I sit here. And so I'm just here this morning telling you to go find your thinking cap if it's been lost. Sir, if you've lost your thinking cap along the way of this marriage and along the way of having these children, and ma'am, if you've lost your thinking cap along the way of having a baby earlier outside of wedlock, and then it knocked you off track for your goal in order for you to be, where you wanted to be, you had to sit and then that altered your whole entire trajectory of your life, is because you had a baby early. You had your life already planned all the way out. And at the same time, you went to school, or you went to high school, or you got pregnant in high school, or you got pregnant in college. Your first year in college, you got pregnant. And so it kind of like altered the trajectory. It altered the trajectory of your life. And so you still got to live your life. Don't you still got to live in spite of the mistake that you feel as though was a mistake? You still got to live. You can't stop living. And so it might have knocked your thinking cap off through that pregnancy, because now you had to alter your whole mind about another mouth to feed. So at the same time, I'm here this morning to tell you, where is it? Where's your thinking cap? Go find it if you done lost it along the way. Ooh-wee. I say, go find your thinking cap. If you've lost it somehow or another along the way, go find it. Don't let it stay there outside of your thoughts and outside of your mind that protect to protect your memory. You got to go find it. And so I'm here this morning. I apologize for being tardy. I got on at 10:04 this morning. I apologize for that. I woke up at 8:39. I thought I had enough time, and I did. I don't know what made me, as I was counting backwards in one of my minds, I was counting from 100 down to 1. And then on the other mind, I was saying, what would you have me to say into the mind of the people? And then the other mind said, tell them and ask them, where's their thinking cap? So wherever your thinking cap is, sir, wherever you might have lost it along the way, the times that we're headed in right now, my brother, a sister, the times that we're heading into at this very moment, the world is heading into a transition. We're transitioning. You're going to have your thinking cap on in order to prepare for the newness of it all, in order to prepare for what's coming down the pike. P-I-K-E. Turnpike, Florida's turnpike. It's something coming down the pike right now that you're going to need your own mind and your own thoughts and you're going to need whatever it is that you're going to need in order to prepare. You're going to need it. You're going to need your thinking cap to be on and on tight. Not just sitting there loosely over your brain. You're going to need your thinking cap on, ma'am. In order to maneuver through this time that we're heading into right now, you're going to need your thinking cap. Go find it. So look for it diligently. Go look for it and be prudent in your search for your thinking cap. Somehow or another, you've lost it along the way. And I think it's okay periodically to lose it because at the same time, we lose things. Loss is a part of wins. But now, in order to remain a winner, you're going to have to go find what you once lost. You're going to have to go find what you once lost. You're going to have to find it. That's past tense. When it was once lost, now it's found. That's past tense. To go find it, that means you're still looking for some stuff. But once it's found, then that means it ain't no longer lost. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, I don't know what happened to me when I sit behind this desk, y'all. I'm telling y'all better listen. Better hear me in the spirit. Go find your thinking cap. Where is it? Go find it and reconnect with your thoughts. Reconnect with your mind. Your mind, not everybody else's mind in the world that's going to lead you down a pathway of misunderstandings. I ain't talking about that mind. I'm talking about your mind. Your thinking cap. Where is it? Go find it. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. I know. I know. I know. You better go find yours. And don't ever, ever, ever lose it again. Go find your thinking cap and never misplace it again. Go find it, and when you find it this time, put it so tight, tie it around your head like the dudes do when they finna tie the wave cap on. It ain't loosely around their head. They put that thing around their head and draw strings from the back all the way back to the front, from the back to the front, and from the front to the back, and they tie it around their head real tight when they trying to get those waves in their head. You're going to have to put on your thinking cap and make sure that your thinking cap is real tight. It ain't gonna be loosely and the wind can come and blow it off. These next storms of life that's getting ready to start blowing through the mind of the people and start blowing on the physical aspect and the environmental aspect of life, you're going to make sure that your thinking cap is on tight. So this next wave of storms that's getting ready to come through this thing called life ain't going to blow your thinking cap off and you can't, understand what's happening. Your thinking cap going to have to be on tight. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. So I'm here. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist. I'm on assignment. I'm your health-conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. I'm also your podcast professor. And I'm here to tell every individual under the sound of my voice, go find your thinking cap. Where is it? Once you have it in your possession again, once you go and retrieve your thinking cap and you go back into the thoughts of your mind and find out, where did I lose this thinking cap? Where did I lose it? Where was it lost? Where was it misplaced? Where was it detached? Where was it when it got knocked off? And you go all the way back into your mind and you find it's laying right there where you pass down through this pathway. And somehow or another, it got disconnected from you. Because sometimes you'll want to take your thinking cap off and put it in your back pocket like it's safe. This is not the time to have your thinking cap in your back pocket. Ooh-wee. This is the time to bring that thinking cap all the way out and wash it first. You might have to send it through the laundromat. You might have to send it and take it to the laundry. And then wash off all the bad thoughts that was once on that thinking cap. You might have to wash it all off. And you might have to take it under the sink and put it on some Palmolive, some Tide, some Gain, some Purex. It's a new one called Purex. It's for colored clothes. Purex. And then wash it thoroughly. When you scrub this thinking cap, you're going to have to wash this thinking cap off real good. And then rinse it out thoroughly. And then hang it out to dry. You might want to get sporty and then go ahead on and throw it in the dryer. And then let it dry that way. But if you hang it out to dry and let the sun hit it on the clothesline, y'all remember the clotheslines? I ain't the only one in here that remember a clotheslines. We all had them in the back of our houses in Miami. When you used to hang the clothes out, they used to say, you know what I'm saying, it make the clothes be fresher. When you hang the clothes on the clothesline with the clothespin. So you might want to hang your thinking cap out there and let the sun, the S-U-N, that's connected to the S-O-N, dry it for you. Ooh-wee. This time, ma'am, and this time, sir, hey, cuzzo, this time, hey, all my nieces and nephews in the earth, this time when you place that thinking cap back on your head, it's to never come off again. Ooh-wee. It's too late in the game not to have your thinking cap on, sir. You done went through, I don't know how much part of the life and then you didn't without that thinking cap. And so at the same time, here and now is not the time for these new storms that's getting ready to embark upon us. You're going to need your thinking cap on. This is the word by which the universe, the creator of all things, the Messiah, the Most High, spoke into my mind this morning as I was counting backwards in one mind. I was asking a question in the other. This word came in the other mind and said, ask them a question. Where's your thinking cap? Ooh-wee. Where is it? If you've lost it along the way, if you lost it, go find it. Did you hear me? Go find it. Don't let it stay lost. Go find your thinking cap. Find out where it is. And wherever it is, go and get it and clean it off. Go wash your thinking cap. Go wash it. Rinse it out thoroughly and dry it. And this time when you put this thinking cap on, to never come off again, make sure you have the right thoughts. And when you hear wrong things, the right thoughts will correct them. Because you're going to hear some wrong things in this next wave of struggles, this next wave of things that's coming our way. You're going to hear some wrong things. And in your spirit, you're going to know they're wrong. But if you don't have the right thinking cap on, and if it's not cleaned, washed, rinsed, and dried properly, you might get sucked into it. So you better have your thinking caps on, ma'am. All the ma'ams in the earth, you better have your thinking caps on. All the sirs in the earth, you better have your thinking caps on. All of the nieces and nephews in the earth, you better have your thinking caps on. You better have your thinking caps on. Have them tied on tight. They're cleaned, washed, rinsed, and dried thoroughly. Don't put no wet thinking cap back on your brain, because it might seep some of the stuff in that you once thought before. And so it got to be washed, rinsed, and dried thoroughly before you attach it back to this new mind that you got to have in order to move forward and make it through these next wave of storms that's on their way. Ooh-wee. So we here, we're on assignment. Go back. Go back if you have to. You got to go all the way back to the time that you were violated. You got to go back to the times and the points where you was incarcerated. You got to go back into the times where you was mistreated, misunderstood, out of alignment, off balance, and out of sync. Wherever it was that you lost your original thinking cap, you got to go back and get it. Make sure you wash it. thoroughly from all of the past pains, the past hurts, the past experiences. You're going to have to go back and get this thinking cap and wash out all the things that it once was. Make sure you rinse out all the soap, because you're going to need a heavy soap to wash out all the things that was once thought. You're going to wash them things away. And then rinse it out with rinse that heavy soap out of this thinking cap. And then dry it thoroughly before you place it back on your head, in your mind, so that way you can have clean thoughts, fresh mindset shifts that has to happen. It's a fresh mindset shift that has to happen. And so, once you do that, then you'll be new with a fresh thinking cap, clean and dry. And so at the same time, I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. I'm your health-conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. I'm also your podcast professor. These words that were spoken this morning is for some individuals under the sound of my voice, if not all, because all of us need a fresh thinking cap. Think fresh thoughts, new thoughts, clean thoughts, light thoughts, positive thoughts, conscious thoughts, aware thoughts, conscientious thoughts, consistent thoughts, constant thoughts, positive thoughts, aware thoughts, and alert thoughts. How about truthful thoughts? Lies got to be at the bottom. Truth got to be at the top where the light is. And so at the same time, when we see and we hear lies, it's going to have to be able to click right into your spirit. That's a lie. This is the truth over here, but they're going to feed us lies. But you're going to have the right and correct thinking cap on in order to be able to decipher what's a lie and what's a truth. This next wave that's coming our way, you better be careful. You better decipher. Don't jump no quick way on no fear tactic. False evidence appearing real. Fear. You better be solid in your thoughts and secure in your walk, and make sure that you're operating from the most inner being of your essence. That's what's going to lead you down the correct path. Is because of your center being aligned and balanced. That's when you are going to have the ability to walk correctly. Because right now, at this day and time, it's not about getting there fast. It's not about making all the fast moves. You better slow down and see. You better slow down and hear right with the right eardrum. You better understand through the right mind. And so, I'm here this morning. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. I'm here for no other reason than to provoke thought. Use your mind and find out where your thinking cap is, and make sure you do all the necessary implements and implement all the necessary strategies. Be strategic you place this new thinking cap on that is clean, it's fresh, it has nothing attached to the past, everything attached to your future. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? So I can feel myself. I'm done, y'all. I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm sorry for being here a little tardy. I got here at 10:04, but I'm not sorry for standing in your tympanic membrane and vibrating in the capacity by which the creator of all things, the Messiah, has allotted me this opportunity to stand on your tympanic membrane. And I hope I vibrate so deep into your spirit that you understand and comprehend that it's He. I am He and He is me. It's everybody in this earth, that we are the I ams. If we're connected to the whole Most High, then we are the I ams in the earth. So it's all well and good now. We came, we saw, and we conquered now. You better find your thinking cap and attach it. And don't just put it straight off the ground where you've last dropped it straight back onto your head, because then you're going to have all of the past memories and the past pains and the past hurts and all the past attached to it. And that's not what you're going to need right now. You need a fresh one. You need to wash that old one out, put detergent on it, wash it out, rinse it thoroughly, and dry it. Don't put it on your head wet. Might catch a cold. Make sure it's nice and dry. You might need to even iron it. Get it all the way back fresh, like as if it came out the box, your thinking cap. And all I need you to do is attach this fresh thought process, this fresh thoughts and this fresh thinking. Attach it back and never lose it ever again. Never lose your thinking cap. Never lose this one. Tied on your head so tight that at the same time the winds of life will blow past you. It wouldn't have the ability to blow off your thinking cap because it's tied too tight. So, hoo-wee. I'm done, y'all. YouTube, what they do, YouTube. Facebook, family and friends, what's good with y'all? I hope all is well. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist. I'm your health conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. I'm also your podcast professor. I'm here on assignment to tell everybody under the sound of my voice, where is your thinking cap? You've lost it along the way. Go find it. Clean it, rinse it, and dry it. You attach it back this time, never let it come off again. Because your very life might be hanging in the balance if you don't have the correct thinking cap on. This next wave, yeah, you better know. You better understand and comprehend. All right, y'all, I gotta go. It's been a pleasure to sit here Monday through Thursday at the 9 o'clock hour. I'm here. I say Monday through Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour, I am here. I say Monday through Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour, I am here. And so, y'all be blessed. I made it just to the hour. I said I made it to the hour. I made it, y'all, to the hour. Exactly 1 hour and 40 minutes, 40 seconds. Anyway, I gotta go. Y'all be blessed. Hotep, hotep, hotep means peace and blessings unto you. Y'all be blessed, and I'll see y'all again tomorrow.